how would you like to start this episode 5? Did you think of any funny stories?
I think any funny story.
Oh, should we talk about the orange?
Yes, we can talk about the orange.
Should we talk about your orange?
Let's talk about orange episode.
The orange incident.
The orange incident. Yes, let's talk about that because that was quite funny.
So for anyone who doesn't know, me and Martin have actually known each other for quite some time. We knew each other since I want to say 2001.
Yeah, 2001.
So 20 years of knowing each other. And me and him used to, yeah, right. So old. We're so old.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Oh, I hate getting old. Let's find a way for immortality. No.
No.
But yeah, we both grew up with speech and language problems, so we had to go to boarding school basically, and we would stay at these boarding schools because it was in Surrey, which neither me or Martin lived anywhere near.
No,
so it wasn't an easy like day in day out system. But anyway, so we had these like after school common rooms where we could watch telly, we could watch some. We had sky boxes, so we watched either some sports or some films. There was the obvious guys who were very much just like, no, I do like Charmed for the plot. It's like no one likes Charmed for the plot. And Martin decided, and there's a sacred rule: you're not allowed to eat or drink in these common rooms. Martin decided to eat an orange.
I snuck an orange in.
He snuck an orange in. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking an orange? Like, what's the problem with eating an orange in a common room, right? There's a lot of problems with an orange eating a common room, believe it or not. For instance, while Martin was sitting there eating his orange, bearing in mind this is coming up to 9:30 at night, where most of the building has gone to sleep, we got a shocker when the fire alarm went off, and everyone's suddenly, rushing outside to the fire. What do you call it? The fire escape zone?
It's the assembly point.
Yeah, the assembly point. Fire escape zone. What the hell? And we're all freezing our butts off.
Yeah, in the cold.
Like, there are other people. Winter. There are other people in their pajamas and dressing gowns because they've just woken up and have come to this zone because the fire alarm has gone off, and then we all got told afterwards. They said that the head of care came over to us, specifically us.
Yeah.
And literally looked at me and Martin and just went, "What were you guys doing? What were you guys doing in the common room?"
Yeah.
And we were just watching telly, and he just went, "Who had the orange?"
Yeah, literally what the first thing he said. He went, "Who had the orange?" I went, "I did."
And
while you were eating the orange, the orange zest that you were peeling were going up above the fire alarm, with it above your head.
So basically, like, long story short, our fire alarms in our old school were that crap. They couldn't detect a fire, but they can detect orange zest. Honestly.
Yeah, so
budget.
we learned on that night, it wasn't, oh, we're not gonna do it again. Like, oh, okay, orange zest does set fire alarms off.
That, to me, still to this day, absolutely baffles me. And that story is about 16 years old. And I remember visiting it like a couple of years after and just literally thinking, like, I've seen fires happen here. I've seen this building go up on flames at one point. Like, but an orange? It's just so stupid. Like, we got a fire alarm. What about oranges?
The weird thing is, I kind of suddenly wanted to do it again. I'm like, what other stuff I can set the alarm off?
Oh no, literally it turned into a game of like, I remember you brought in a Satsuma. You kind of thought about using a Satsuma. We thought about like apples What other fruits did we try or like think about?
It's something to do with zest. So I'd like, what tempted being a lemon in?
Oh yeah, there was the lemon. Somebody suggested a lime. I think even a head of care said, "I wouldn't mind seeing if a pineapple sets it off." But they were so crap. They were absolutely the worst smoke alarms you could ever think of. And it's like it's so funny because when it comes to like fire safety day, we all learn about fire, but the true enemy
Yeah.
the true enemy is the orange, my friend.
Yeah.
Trump tried to warn us by being orange. And we didn't listen.
Yeah, but that type of orange we do not discuss about.
Yeah, Trump is the orange that you left out in the sun for like 6 months too long. Oh dear. But anyway, hello again.
We're so sorry.
I know it's been a while. We're really sorry again. It's happened again. Again,
we've done it again.
We did it again. Like we said, oh yeah, don't worry, we'll be back monthly, and here we are 3 months later. Here's episode 5 of the video game Broken Level podcast. Play that intro. No, seriously, play the intro.
Oh, right.
Oh no, hang on. We should give it 2 seconds and then just pretend we've been laughing about a joke, but we won't say what the joke is.
Watermelon.
Oh, that was funny. That was a funny joke, Martin.
What a good joke.
Anyway.
Came top of my head.
That went better in my head, I'm not gonna lie. So, obviously we have not done a podcast in a while.
No, many things happen. Many
things have happened. It is ridiculous, if I'm honest with you. Both work and personal. We've all been sort of feeling the sort of pressure, if you will, of another lockdown.
Yeah, lately before Christmas as well. So like, oh, look, live in lockdown again.
It's, literally, we keep saying to ourselves, like, well, we'll do it. But then, like, when you've been in a lockdown situation for so long, your mind starts to drift. We've all done it. Like, anyone who says they haven't is a liar. Like, I've seen a few people, like, post saying, like, I don't know why everyone is so rattled about lockdown, like everything's fine. It's just like, no, not everything is fine, Karen.
Yeah.
Like, look outside. But we do apologize again. But Martin, I believe you've had the vaccine.
Yes, I got my second vaccine.
Yes, that's right. You're now you've now part 1 and 2.
Yeah, part 1 and 2. Trial.
How does it feel?
You know what? It doesn't hurt the second time round than the third time round.
That's interesting.
We're quite a lead because when I had the first vaccine, I had a slight headache and my arm, I could not move for like nearly 3 days.
I'm sorry, I literally thought you were just gonna go, my arm.
My arm, it was literally the third day. I'm like, okay, that's sore. But then the second day, I can't move this arm. I can't move it at all.
Wow.
It was that bad.
Crazy.
And then literally on the third day, it started to ease off again. So like, second one gotta suck. And at third, it kind of like, okay, I'm feeling it. It's hard to move with this arm. But then the second day, I'm like, it's actually not that painful. I can still move it.
Well, at least you got it.
Yeah.
I am still waiting. Of course, I do not fall into the priority category like Martin does, because Martin, of course, is a key worker, which we all thank every day for for doing your best as a key worker to keep society from collapsing. What's it like being a protagonist in your own situation?
Oh God, it's strange, very strange.
Actually, do you know what? I've completely forgotten to do an intro as well for you. So this is the man who's had 2 vaccine jabs. There you go.
Yay!
I was trying to think of any like witty ones like I did with you
Cat
needing
man.
to like keep the light on to play horror games, but
No, it basically keep the germ away.
I mean, are you still having to keep a light on when you play horror games?
You know what? Funny enough, sort of, because I at the moment me and my brother set up our own office studio.
Oh yes, you've done that
house,
now.
and we got some cool LED lights that I can see in color. So the other day I was playing Resident Evil Revelation, and don't get me wrong, it's not as scary, but the fact I have the light off with the LED light, and so then you're like, that's creepy as hell. It's not scary.
Yeah, I was going to say you do not do well. Like I know you love horror games, but you really don't do well sitting in a dark room.
That's the thing. I like it. Also, but I like certain horror films, but I can't watch it in the dark, or I can't watch it by myself.
It's quite funny. It is quite amusing. I remember when me and you were studying on the Isle of Wight, and it was the GameCube Resident Evil game. I want to say it was Resident Evil 0.
Yeah, it was Resident Evil 0.
And like, you know, I remember saying to you, like, do you want me to turn the light out? And you literally turned to me and you just went, no.
No, keep it on.
You were literally just like, no, keep it on. I swear to God. And I was like, all right, chill.
Then again, it's like that when I would play Resident Evil 7. I actually did turn the light off, and literally all the people were like, I don't like this. I don't like this.
I've seen people finish Resident Evil 7 in one sitting, which is quite funny.
I don't think I did. I did it in about probably 8 settings.
Wow. Yeah, you really weren't settled, were you?
No, because literally at every corner, like, oh god. And the fact like, thank God I didn't have it in VR. If I had it in VR, it'd be a hell lot worse.
Oh god, yeah. Oh, you wouldn't live. You would have so many heart attacks.
I thought I would have called myself a heart attack.
No amount of COVID vaccines could fix that. I should actually also announce George was going to be with us tonight, but unfortunately he is unwell. We of course hope George gets better soon so he can join us in episode 6.
Yeah.
Which I will say next month, but obviously I know for certain we're not going to get episode 6 done till like May.
God, yeah.
Again, we're sorry.
We're so sorry.
We're so sorry.
Again, I'm so sorry on Twitter as well.
Do you know what we are? We're the that South Park character who's like apologizing, but it's all in like romantic settings. Do you remember? He's like, we're sorry. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
yeah. I'm not gonna lie, we are
That's
like,
us.
We are amateurs or like podcast gamers.
We're so bad, and we do apologize. But we do have a lot to talk about tonight anyway. Because a lot has happened since our Christmas episode, and tonight we are recording this on the 25th of March. Sorry, I thought I was going to burp for a second. Oh wait.
So let's do a quick.
There we go. I burped.
Yeah, there you
go. So I guess what we should start off with is just a recap of what we've been doing and what we've been playing. I mean, Martin, I know you've done your office. I know you've redone it into a more like friendly room for yourself. Have you played anything recently in it?
I actually played quite a few games.
Oh, please tell us.
I actually sat down. So I mentioned, I play Resident Evil Revelation again on the Switch version.
Oh yeah, forgot that was a thing.
Because it's bad enough that I had needed 3 copies of the same game. To one of them on the 3DS and one of them.
It's not as bad as your BioShock addiction, though.
Oh god, no, yeah. I got too many copies because lately, pretty much got all the Bios. Besides the second one that my sister-in-law copy, but I pretty much got all of it on Xbox, We got on the PS4, and I got on the Switch version.
Oh, god damn it!
And even then, my brother turned around to me and went, "Why?" I went, "Because I like Bioshock."
No,
Yeah.
you should have turned around, and when he said why, you should say, "A man chooses."
A slave obey.
Oh, slave obeys. Oh, that would have been funny.
That would
Like,
be
just see Gary being like, "What?"
no.
Just
So
really
yeah, so
confused.
really confused. So I've been playing that, and then I've been catching up on Super Smash Bro Ultimate because I thought, I
Oh
fancy.
yes, we do have to talk about that later.
Yeah, we do. So I play a couple of rounds on that. I got my niece in playing Minecraft with me on creative mode.
Oh, that's cute.
So far, we flooded the whole place.
Of course.
Of course, so we've done that, and then lately I've been playing 2 retro games.
Oh.
First one is Donkey Kong Country 2
Oh, good
and
choice.
Donkey Kong Country 3.
Oh, not the first one.
But I already played the first one. I already completed the first
Oh,
one.
fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah.
With a while back. That was like 2 months ago.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Ago.
Yeah.
So I have been playing. I pretty much played all 3 of them and completed them, and also cheated
Just
on
casual.
them.
Just casually. Just I finished them.
I think it was nice because when I played it on the NES, it was so hard to try to complete it because basically you didn't have rewind mode.
Right.
All the stupid mistake you do, like I lost a life. And now like I can actually generally complete this. Even though it's cheating, I can complete this.
Well,
At the same
yeah,
time,
I mean,
I deserve this because the amount of torturing and suffering playing it on the original console were agonizing pain.
I just have this image of you hyping yourself up, before you're playing it. You're just sort of like, I can do this. I will do this.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, I might play again where I was using the rewind button.
Oh, don't do that. That's torture, man.
Well, that is, but that pretty much like hard mode.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's gonna give you. That's Dark Souls level, man. Like, yeah. Oh,
Not above Dark Souls. I mean,
no.
we can still establish Dark Souls it a bit on a nightmare to do.
Dark Souls is Dark Souls.
Yeah, Dark Souls, Dark Souls.
Like, oh god, good old Dark Souls.
But yeah, that's what I've been playing for the last few months.
I need to remember. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I know what I've been playing. For a second, I was like, what did I play? So obviously, I'm still keeping it with Pokemon, which I will go into in a little bit more detail later on, because we do have a fair bit to talk actually about Pokemon, because there's been quite a fair few things with Pokemon that's happened so far this year. I've been playing Persona 5 Royal an awful lot. I am in love with Persona 5. The whole Persona franchise, I think, is fantastic and actually deserves a lot more love. Just because of just how much you could do in it. Like, it's crazy that this game is a dungeon crawler, a dating simulator, RPG, it's action adventure as well. It's crazy the amount of genres that you could fit into this one game. The story as well needs a hell of a lot of credit. Persona really knock it out of the park with its writing and its characters, like ridiculously good. It's like Persona 4, it's all about people being thrown into the televisions, which is just a portal to another world. That's it. There you go. Persona is also an isekai. No, I'm joking. Sword Art Online. And yeah, Persona 5 is taking that same idea, but just rewriting it, if you will. But it's so fun. Persona 5 Royal. There is an absolute ton of stuff to do. There isn't a second of that game that I'm bored. Like I play Persona 5 Royal and I'll just be so invested in what I need to do. Whether it's I need to keep up with my studies, I need to keep my social links up. I need to there's bits as well where it's like you get invited to a jazz club, and it's like, oh, why don't you invite a friend? I'm literally like finding it difficult to pick who I want to go to the jazz club with.
Yeah.
Because they're so good, you know.
To be fair, all the characters in Persona 5 are really good. They have the quirk.
Oh yeah, exactly. They've all got their like you know, different personalities, but they really mesh well, and credit to the English voice cast actually as well, because you know, there's not a lot of games that does like a dub cast well, but Persona 5 really knock it out the park. Persona really do a good job with its dub casts. Like, and also like the personas themselves are really, really interesting. It's all based on actual mythological creatures as well, which is really fun. So, and also like mythical beings, because I have Thor, the Thunder God, and literally I just finished a boss the other day where he turned himself into like this massive muscular dude. So I summoned Thor, who is a massive muscular dude, and it was just literally it reminded me of Full Metal Alchemist.
It's like a muscle
with the two muscle guys having a muscle off. It's just like, I see you're in impeccable shape. Like, just made me laugh a lot. But no, it's really good. It's really fun. For anyone who hasn't played it but is thinking about playing it, please do. You will not regret it. I got my copy for about £25. And I got that directly from the PlayStation Store. So I wouldn't be surprised if you could still get it for that price now, actually, or even online.
Or even
I do seriously suggest picking it up. Simply because I think it's done well enough to warrant a Persona 6 for PS5. Which again, like, I cannot wait to see what they're going to do next. They're always coming up with new ideas, new stories. Like, yeah, I can't praise it enough. I really can't praise it enough. I've been keeping up with F1 as well. For anyone who doesn't know, I do like my racing games, my racing simulator games. I did some F1. I had they added a new mode in F1 2020 called my team mode. And admittedly, with this mode, you can name your team whatever you like. And I was really wanting to name it like something meme-ish, you know? I wanted to come up with like a meme name. But I really couldn't think of anything. So I literally just wrote down Highland. Like Highland Racing.
That unusual for you, because normally you would come up with like them type of like ideas.
I couldn't think of anything funny. Because this name is going to be online as well, so it's like whenever you take your team online, you can race other teams with their names. But I couldn't think of anything funny, so I was like, Highland Racing, sod it. And then I thought to myself, oh, it's Scottish, so obviously I should go with a blue car, right? No,
Yes.
I went with green. So here's this like dark green car running around a track, and it's just sort of like literally second race in, I was like, I don't like it. But I'm stuck with it for like the rest of the season, so I'm very much just sort of like, all right, let's go off in the snotmobile.
Like, enough Scottish enough.
Exactly. I regret making the team at like 2:00 in the morning, like, because literally 2 days later I was just like, I don't like the color and I can't change it.
There's your problem, my friend.
It's just like 2 a.m. me. I hate you. Other than that, I other than those 3 games, I really haven't had much time to like playing. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I forgot. I played Untitled Goose Game.
Yes, you did.
It's so funny. I feel like such a dick playing as that goose.
I think that's what the idea of the whole game.
It is. Yeah. And it honestly is a breath of fresh air. There's a point where like there's this kid who's literally just minding his own business. He's playing football, you know. And then you, the goose, you come along, you start barking, you know, you start hissing. The boy gets scared, runs into a telephone box and locks himself in. and then you steal his glasses. I was just like, I'm such an asshole. It's such a good game though. I really do love it. We even did 2-player. I did 2-player with my other half. Literally, both of us were just scaring people half to death, nicking things. We managed to trap someone in their own garage. Yeah, we're douches, absolute douches. But there you go. Oh dear. Apologies, my throat is really dry tonight.
I mean, yeah, the
So I'm having to drink quite a bit.
Yeah, seasonal has saying it's changing. Spring is finally here.
Although you wouldn't tell looking outside. Literally, I look outside and it's like, yep, everything is still there.
Yep.
nothing's moved. So I'm gonna leave the choice to you, Martin. What would you like to discuss first on tonight's episode? Considering we've got quite a bit to go through.
I think we gotta talk about the basically Pokemon 25th anniversary direct that happened last February.
Yes, happened. I think literally a month ago, actually,
Yeah,
or just under a month. So of course, this year is the 25th anniversary of Pokemon, which is in of itself crazy to think about. I remember the days of, getting that link cable out, trading with your friends, with your Game Boys.
Argument doing battles.
God. We used to know someone who got very, very pissy. He was always really annoyed whenever other people would switch Pokemon out, which people still do to this day, 25 years later. If people cared so much, Game Freak would have done something by now.
And to be fair, a type of strategy anyway, because you need to uphand the other person. So
exactly,
of course you got to switch Pokemon to get the upper hand.
Exactly, it's nothing new. People just whine about something. But I think what's quite brilliant about Pokemon's idea is it was one of those first games where it was monster collecting. It was one of the first ideas that was sort of like, okay, here's a cable. Why don't you trade Pokemon to make them evolve?
Exactly. You wouldn't think that would work, and work, and the others, and then the whole you can use different type of Pokeball to catch certain type of Pokemon, instead of using the weak version of Pokeball.
It was like I know everyone was wanting to trade with someone just so they could get a Gengar. Because Gengar is the coolest Pokemon.
Yeah, and kind of think of it. A lot of people around our school pretty much want a Gengar.
Yeah, they were literally if you had a Gengar in school, you were the coolest kid in school.
Yeah.
And then somebody else would get Gengar, and they're just like, oh, "There's a club. There's this elite club. I want to get in. I want to be part of this club.
Let me join. Let me in."
And there's you walking around being like, "Yeah, but my squad all evolved." You couldn't care. You were very much like, Squirtle's my boy.
Exactly. Squirtle is my boy.
Squirtle's your boy.
Even today, if I were playing the new Pokemon, I'd be like, no, Squirtle will be on my team. But you can't get in. No, he had to be in my team.
Actually, yeah, I could confirm this because I'm pretty sure when I want to say I got you Pokemon X and Y.
Yes, you did.
And Martin flat out refused to play it until I told him he can get Squirtle in it. It was when I told you Squirtle's in the game, you were like, all right, I'll play it.
Yeah. It's pretty much. And don't give me one, I meant to complete the game. And oh wow, even though the game is easy, I'm happy to have got a Squirtle.
Oh yeah, X and Y was ridiculously easy.
So
I have no idea what they were thinking about it. Actually, no, I do know what they were thinking because Masuda did an interview where he was just like, "Oh, gamers these days don't want challenge, because of the attention span." It's like, that is the most backwards thinking I think I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Is like people want to play games like this. They're like mobile games. Their attention should only be there for a few minutes. It's like I was hitting my head on a desk. I was just like, this is so bad. But yeah, Pokemon in its 25 years, you know, obviously every franchise will have its ups and downs. Like you can't. I don't think there is a franchise that could say we've been consistent.
No, even I know certain like fan sites like, oh, that had like bad games. Like, yeah, I don't know why you've done that.
Exactly. So it's very much just sort of, you know, obviously it's all about trying new things, and you know, with Pokemon, it's literally creating new creatures, you know, new mechanics. So like, obviously we did get items, and I want to say abilities didn't come around till like Gen 3.
No, I pin my hat.
Yeah, and then like evolutionary items was a thing, but then it wasn't expanded upon for gens later. Hidden abilities didn't turn up till Gen 5. Double battles was Gen 3.
Then you
Yeah,
have
like there was
Mega
so many.
Evolution, yeah.
Mega Evolution was Gen 6. Z Powers, Gen 7, Dynamaxing in Gen 8. Although I will say this, you know, an idea, you know, a company doesn't back an idea when even they don't understand it.
Yes.
And I say this because I have read so many interviews where they're trying to explain what Dynamaxing is. Every single interview has a different meaning.
So they really had no idea what they're doing.
They don't know what they're saying. It's like they're saying, oh, don't worry, when a Pokemon Dynamaxes, it's like an illusion, because the actual Pokemon is behind it. To which is like, okay, but how does it like hits massive amounts of water jets and things like that, which damages the opponent? And they're like, yes. Yes.
That's a good question, but I didn't answer my question.
It's the Nomad Sky guy, isn't it? Just yes.
We have multiplayer. Yes.
Yes.
Were we able to do stuff online? Yes. We're able to do like go to different planet. Yes.
Will this game have all the Pokemon? Yes. No. But I mean, yeah. I mean, obviously, I think if I'm honest, you know, I love Pokemon, but obviously, you know, it does have its faults. But its Pokemon designs, I feel, to the most part, have always been consistent.
Almost.
Like, huh?
That almost.
Almost.
Yeah.
The one that sticks out to me the most is definitely like Gen 6's Pokemon. Which obviously they went for quality over quantity.
Yeah.
And that sort of set the trend of, look, we don't have to like put in 150 random Pokemon. We can actually like sprinkle them in, but make them worthwhile. And Gen 6, I think, was the best at that. You know, you had Sylveon, which was a nice evolution. They brought in Fairy type, which, you know, a lot of people still argue hasn't balanced the game. I disagree. I think Fairy type was a great addition to the meta.
Yeah.
Because obviously Dragon's really overpowered, and Poison does nothing. But along comes Fairy, Poison types are useful again. And then you've got my favorite, the Hone Edge to Aegislash line. It's a possessed Japanese sword. What more do you need? You know? And then Aegislash becomes this possessed sword and shield, and I love it.
You can't really argue with that. You can't really like that. Probably the coolest thing I've ever seen.
It's one of the best shiny Pokemons I've ever got. And I'm so glad I've got a shiny version. Because I literally was, I think it took me like a day and a half to find a shiny version. I was just sort of like, please, 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 please.
Please. Yay.
Like, I should be doing uni studies. No, please, please, please. But yeah, so Pokemon celebrating its 25th anniversary. What do you do to celebrate your 25th anniversary? You announce games. Martin, do you remember what games they announced?
Yes. So I remember they are now the new Pokemon Snap.
I'm looking forward to that.
Well, I'm looking forward to it because does look beautiful, and the fact that
Did you see they revealed they shared off a gameplay?
Yes,
footage
I
of it?
did. I watched it today, and basically it's cool
Oh,
because the fact that they're two different settings, so you got like a day setting and a night setting, and
yes,
you
yeah.
get different type of Pokemon card during the day and during the night. When that what missing in the original, and that's quite cool that you can do that.
I'm gonna David Attenborough the crap out of that game.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Can you imagine? Just like, it is night time on the Pokemon Snap. Here is a Kangaskhan finding food. It has not found food.
No, I also can't wait to like all the cool pictures I might be taking.
Right? The reveal trailer had I can't remember the streamer's name, but she was like, you know, obviously she's got the voice of that would be brilliant for a trailer.
Yeah.
I said that well.
Well done.
But yeah, right. Sentences. And she was saying about, like, you know, certain Pokemon will do certain actions depending on the weather. And you just suddenly saw this hulking Venusaur just dive into a pool. And I was very much just sort of like, I literally just looked at it. I was like, that's my boy. I was like,
yes.
Swan dive into the best night of your life. Like, I loved it. But no, Pokemon Snap does look amazing. I think it's next month, isn't it?
April. No, at the end of April.
Oh, I think I've got a game to stream.
I might have to save some money up.
I know. I'm definitely streaming it.
Mm.
Which you're interested, you can find me on Twitch. You can find me at IronMac404 on Twitch. I stream every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and the occasional Sunday. I thought I'd just put a plug out. Martin, you're going to set one up soon, aren't you? You're setting up a Twitch soon, from what I remember.
Yeah, very soon. Hopefully.
I feel like I've just put you on the spot now, but
you put me on the spot. Yeah,
sorry, I'm pretty sure for the next episode we'll plug it.
I need to buy the adapters for my TV to my Switch, and hopefully then I can start.
Oh, I can help you with that.
Yeah,
I'll link you to some good cheap adapters. That will help you after this. But so yeah, so they announced Pokemon Snap. They also announced Diamond and Pearl remakes, which I think I'm right in saying this is probably the most controversial one.
Quite a lot of mixed reviews, to be honest.
Yeah, because a lot of people have sort of noticed, particularly the style that they were going for.
And to be fair,
yeah,
but we talked about this, and we were thinking, oh, they might do another Let Go series. Because to be honest, that was quite fun. I enjoyed it, and
Let's Go sold really well.
It really did so well, and we were saying, oh, they might do a gold and silver version, but then you were saying, oh, I heard they may be doing a diamond and pearl version, so like that could be interesting. That could be quite cool. And then when we saw the direct and we saw the trailer for Diamond Pearl, it was like, huh? Did they not?
Yeah, literally
exactly what we were.
I should actually explain sort of where I was coming from. We thought, yeah, Gold and Silver Let's Go games would be pretty cool. However, I thought we were going to get Let's Go games coinciding with the Diamond and Pearl remakes, because this is the 25th year of Pokemon. They were obviously going to go all out with something, right? So, you know, when the day came, there was strange rumors of erupting that Diamond and Pearl were getting the Let's Go treatment. To which everyone on Twitter was like, "No, please don't do that. Please don't do that."
Yeah.
They wanted just faithful remakes of Diamond and Pearl, which in a way I think they're getting.
Yeah.
Like from what I've read, from what I've seen, from like press releases that the Pokemon Company came out with, this to me really sounds like it's a 1-to-1 remake of Diamond and Pearl, which, you know, Diamond and Pearl fans should be really happy about. The problem that they have is the style of the game, which they're saying looks too much like Is it Link's Awakening?
Oh, I wouldn't compare that to Link. Like, I think with Link, Link,
Link to the
but
Past.
no, Awakening had more quirk in it.
Yeah, yeah, and I just couldn't remember what they were comparing it to. I think it was Link's Awakening.
It was Link Awakening. It was the whole
Yeah.
clay sort of pottery kind of like
Yes, exactly. They were going for it's
diorama.
very chibi.
I think too chibi on my liking.
Yeah, it's very chibi. It has resemblance to Link's Awakening, and a lot of people have compared it to Link's Awakening. However, I should actually point this out before we actually continue on, because we will make comparisons between Pokemon and Zelda. Some of the staff that worked on the Pokemon Sword and Shield games, who have worked on this Diamond and Pearl remake, who are working on the next game that we'll talk about from Pokemon, they all worked on Zelda titles before joining this team. So no one should be surprised, to see Zelda-esque, elements. It's like whenever you join a raid on Pokemon Sword and Shield, everyone was saying, "Oh, that text font and the health bar looks ridiculous like a boss battle in Breath of the Wild."
Oh yes.
Guess what? The person who did that worked on Breath of the Wild.
Funny.
I just think it's not cheap. It's cost effective. That's what they're doing. It's cost effectiveness.
Yeah.
Obviously, those games are slanted for, I want to say November of this year. I think they literally just had holiday this year, didn't they?
Yeah, they're saying that they want to release Diamond Pearl out this year.
Yes.
We're like, okay, but again,
which, yeah,
like,
fair enough. Of course, it's the 25th anniversary. You're going to have a game come out, aren't you?
Thing, I would get the game if the style wasn't that chibi.
I mean, they did mention as well that the development team behind the Diamond and Pearl remakes, this is the first game they've ever worked on. Because they were the company that actually established and are in charge of Pokemon Home, which is basically Pokemon's banking system. So if you haven't got enough room on your game, like, you use Pokemon Home to store Pokemon. I've already used like 150 boxes out of 200.
Yeah, I'm surprised how many shinies.
I have a lot of shinies. What can I say? I'm a good hunter. But yeah, no one really should be surprised. Like, I feel as though the negative backlash, I think, is a bit unwarranted, considering like this is the first trailer. I would say like people should start getting worried if we're suddenly going to E3 and it hasn't changed or it doesn't look any better.
Yeah, that would be worrying if they say, "Oh, right, here it's still the same style."
Yeah, because it's like literally Sword and Shield. They were saying like, "Oh, don't worry, this is pre-alpha footage. Like, obviously things will change." Nothing changed, and they only changed it when the DLC came along.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Because a lot of people still complain about the textile in that game.
Oh yeah, the trees still look horrible. Pokemon sizes make no sense. Like, if you could do it for Let's Go, why not do it for Sword and Shield? That's what bemuses me.
I must admit, I noticed when you were streaming the other day, like, I felt that Pokemon bigger than that.
Yeah. It's like Tyranitar is supposed to be like, he's supposed to be Godzilla in a way.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be really tall, and yet in the games he's coming up to your shoulder. So I have the world's smallest Tyranitar. And you're literally bullying it. You're just like, how does it feel down there?
Yeah.
Trash. I'm joking, Tyranitar, I love you. But yeah, no. I think that's another discussion, really. Just sort of the ideology behind Pokemon is a bit sketchy right now.
Like I said, we have to wait and see. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to think, like, is this Nintendo? Is this Game Freak? Is this the Pokemon Company? Like, who's pulling the strings here? But the final game that Pokemon announced was a real surprise, actually.
I think it was the game that everyone wanted as well.
Well, it's a game everyone sort of talked about, but nobody thought they would actually do it. And yet they did it. It's an open world Pokemon game. which, yeah,
Yeah,
just
with
saying
like
that is a bit weird.
it like the whole 25 year, they finally decided we need to do an open world game.
Yeah. So you can actually go out in the wild, catch these Pokemon, and do your thing, basically. I mean, if I'm honest with you, not much was revealed.
No, because
we only saw the trainer leaving the village, because apparently, like, the village is going to be your hub. And
yeah,
this trainer literally went out and caught Pokemon.
and I
He
think
threw a
that's
Pokeball in from the grass to a Pokemon and caught it. You can still do battles, but other than that, not much was revealed.
no. Thing is, what they were talking about when I was reading reviews on it, and basically they're saying that basically you're join a research lab, and basically your task is basically to go out into the wild and catch a Pokemon so you can come back get data and research on that.
Show
So
it off. Just be like, oh, you want me to catch a Rhyhorn? All right. He goes out, catches a Rhyhorn, comes back, and it's just like, look at the Rhyhorn. He's like, okay, now what am I going to do with it?
yeah,
I should actually stress as well, the game is set like 2,000 years before the current Diamond and Pearl game. So it's like, all right.
so basically you're playing Diamond Pearl, but like 2,000
The
years
prequel.
in the prequel.
The game is called Pokemon Legends Arceus. Arceus is, of course, the god Pokemon, if you will. There is a rumor going around, actually, that if this game succeeds, they're going to do more Pokemon Legends games. Because bearing in mind, everyone thinks this is side games. They've stated these are mainline title games, like the Diamond and Pearl remakes and Legends Arceus. They're mainline title games. They're not side games like Let's Go, which I find fascinating.
That is quite interesting. The fact that they're comparing it like, oh yeah, they're the actual mainstream game, not one of
also,
our side games.
I mean, there's still rumors as well that Mega Evolution's coming back for Diamond and Pearl, which would be fascinating.
That could be.
I doubt it. Like, if it's a 1-to-1 remake, they're not going to add Mega Evolutions. And, you asked for a remake, they gave you a remake. That's literally what Game Freak have done. They're like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, cause if they wanted to do that, then it'd be like, okay, this is a we made or we created version of.
They're not going to care. They're not going to care. They know you're going to buy it. They'll just put the minimum effort in.
Yeah.
Will I be picking it up? Honestly, I'm debating it. I need more info because, I did lose my copy of Diamond. So if I can't find it by then, yeah, I'll probably pick up a copy. But I'm not probably going to get both. Like I did with Sword and Shield. Because I really doubt, my girlfriend is going to want to play it. I mean, I'll ask her. But, that's literally the only reason why we picked up Sword and Shield was because she wanted to play through as well. So I played through Pokemon Sword, she played through Pokemon Shield. And it was quite funny, if I admit. She had a Noctowl called Harry Potter.
Nice.
Just every single time it went out, I was just trying to do a Dumbledore impression to be like, Harry! Use air slash! It was quite funny. But the last thing I guess we should talk about with the Direct was the really weird virtual concert they did. Did you watch this?
You know what? I watched it, but I actually fallen asleep through.
Oh, bless you.
Because it was late, and I was like, okay, I might well watch it. And don't get me wrong, the news wasn't that bad, and yet it kind of got me to fall asleep. So in a way,
It did its job.
It did its job. He like Post Malone soothed me into sleep.
Yes. So it was Post Malone, who to celebrate the year of the 25th anniversary of Pokemon, Pokemon is doing a project with various music artists to release songs. Post Malone's was like a weird 90s cover.
Yeah.
But they put Eubank City, I think, from Gold and Silver, like as a remix. It was very strange. But they did a virtual concert featuring Post Malone. Which I thought was actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was fun. Also, I never thought I'd see the day where, you know, a Pokemon would be flying next to a music artist while he brags about, you know, look, you know, our relationship isn't there. We were just having sex. He's literally just singing like it was just sex, though. Meanwhile, Lugia is flying next to him, just smiling. He's just like, I understand completely what you said. Yeah, it was really funny. But no, the virtual console was fun. I think it was well received as well in the Pokemon community from what I found on Twitter and Facebook, just simply because there was hundreds of Umbreon GIFs, and it was really cute actually because they basically made Umbreon just nod its head to the beat. And people are just saying it's good vibes, Umbreon, good vibes. Like, it's really cute. If anyone hasn't seen it, I would recommend checking it out. Just look out for Umbreon.
Yeah,
it's a cutie. It really is. I love Umbreon. But all in all, the Pokemon Direct wasn't that bad.
no, it was okay. And I say,
I came out with more questions than answers, though.
Yeah, true.
Actually, while we're on to Pokemon, I feel as though it might be time to talk about what happened to me in this time of absence of our podcast. I hope you don't mind me doing this.
No, I think everyone needs to know your pain, suffering through
for anyone who knows me, I am a massive Pokemon fan, and I would say probably the back end of uni going into like now. So this is a good maybe 5 years. I was really interested in its competitive scene. And because of course COVID-19 has rocked up, you know, caused chaos around the world, no one's been hosting any tournaments, like competitive wise. Which got me thinking, was just very much sort of like, you know, I would love to go to these tournaments because apparently, like, it's not just a tournament. Like, there's like a convention as well. It's like there was one in Sheffield last year, apparently. Not last year. The year before. 2019,
yeah,
maybe. And it was a Pokemon video game tournament, but on the side was the convention, and they had, you know, Pokemon merchandise. It was a licensed tournament. And I thought to myself, like, I would love to go to one of these because I think they'll be really fun. And of course, the Pokemon World Championships was supposed to be in London. So I thought to myself, you know, Pokemon Championships in London this year, I should really try and see if I can, like, you know, make it. I would love to say, oh yeah, I participated in the World Tournament, right? Can you imagine how cool that would feel?
That would be.
And Pokemon, as a replacement for these World Championship tournaments, have been posting things called Players' Cup. Now, what the Players' Cup is a very simple tournament where people from Europe battle it out until there's 4 remaining. People from America battle it out each other. They were always doing it by region. And then you've got South America and Asia. Players' Cup 3 qualifiers happened in January. And I thought to myself, let's do this. I'm going to give it a go and see if I can participate in a world tournament. I bought a Regirock. A lot of people do not rate Regirock. However, I nicknamed it Crushinator, which meant I had a special bond with this Regirock. So, like, literally every single time I said it out, I was like, go Crushinator. And, like, whenever it fainted, I would do the Futurama, you know, farmer, you know, smacking his cap on the floor, and he's like, God damn it, Crushinator. I qualified for Players Cup 3. Which means I can officially say I have officially confirmed that I have participated at a Pokemon World Tournament. Which I never thought I would say.
No, I think like myself and our friend were like, yay, yeah, you've gone through.
I couldn't believe it. I got the email very late, like one evening. I think it was a few weeks ago now. It was like 11 o'clock at night, and I got the email saying, "Congratulations, you have made it to the Players Cup 3 tournament from qualifiers." And I was like, oh my God, I couldn't sleep. I was absolutely just gobsmacked. So obviously we spent a while coming up with a team, talking about what might be useful, what might not be. I even did a few streams with the team I was going to pick, and we had good results. We went 14-2, I think. And Martin was watching, so I think he
about
would
14 and
know
2.
better.
I mean, you lost 2 battles, but you won most of the battles.
Yeah. It was. I think it was 14-2. We basically had a really good time with this team, and we kind of made the decision that night where we were just like, look, this is the team. This is got to be us. Like, I feel good with this team, and you try and go to sleep the night before, like, feeling refreshed, but literally just going through my mind was just like, what if this Pokemon comes out? What do I do in this situation? Like, how do I make sure like it favors me? Things like that. Blah blah blah. Literally, the tournament comes around, and I have scars.
Yeah,
Is the best way to describe it. And I say this because I am a man of very low self-esteem. I am a man who has trouble believing in himself. A lot of people would call it imposter syndrome, in which I have a very severe case of that. But we went into the tournament ranked 191 in Europe, which is really high, right? And my first round match was against someone ranked 66. And I thought to myself, like, we're all in this tournament now. There's no sort of pressure. We've made it. Like, it's literally just, let's see how far we go.
Yeah.
I lost in 3 minutes 15 seconds. This guy absolutely obliterated me. And then I lost all my matches afterwards and got kicked out pretty quickly. I think I was literally finished within an hour. No, the tournament started at 10, and I was done by lunch.
Yeah, because I was shocked when you asked me for like an invite for a raid. I went, oh, he must have finished the tournament quick.
Yeah, like the people who got all the way through didn't finish till about 6 that evening. But yeah, no, I felt like I let so many people down. It was ridiculous. I think it was a mixture of nerves, considering this is like my first ever tournament as well. Like, to say my first tournament ever is a world championship tournament. Like, I think that pressure just sort of added, and just not thinking. But I think as well, like, there's a skill gap. And I think with more experience and, with more knowledge under my under this little noggin of mine, who knows? Next time we might go a bit further. Which is hilarious because as I say this, they've literally just announced Players Cup 4.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. I've literally just refreshed Twitter and they said Players Cup 4 is happening on the 10th of April. So I guess I'll be doing that. Get a bit of redemption maybe. But no, I mean, obviously, I thanked everyone who, wished me luck, wished me well. And apologized to all those people at the same time, being like, no, I let you down. I didn't do well at all. But
to be fair, when I messaged you on Saturday, I went, oh, how did it go? You didn't message me back. I went, okay, obviously it went bad.
I actually shut myself down for a couple of days. That's how bad it got.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't replying to people. I didn't want to talk to anyone. I literally just I didn't touch my Switch. I did touch, Pokemon. Because in the back of my mind, it was like, I spent a lot of time picking these Pokemon out, training them, giving them the moves, abilities. And I knew it wasn't the Pokemon that I picked's fault, it was me. Like, I couldn't go in and say, like, oh, my Grimmsnarl was rubbish, like, sort of thing, because it's me who's directing it, right?
Yeah.
It's like you saying, oh, Blastoise was shit, despite the fact I told him to surf instead of Ice Beam. That sort of thing.
It's a human error.
Exactly. It's human error, and just, like I say, the skill gap and the experience, and people like, these people knew what I was doing right from the get-go. and it honestly felt like a chess match where every move I played, they were like 5 moves ahead. It was mental. It was nuts. But yeah, great fun.
I say we like pretty much you learn what you need to do next time.
Exactly.
And like I said, you did it the first time you actually enter a tournament, so it'd be less nervous for you when you apply for the next one.
Exactly. I mean, the reason why I speak about this as well is just if anyone comes across this situation, like where they've qualified for like a really big deal, like whether it's life or gaming or anything, like it is okay to feel nervous and feel the pressure. Like just hold your head up high and realize you got there to begin with.
Yeah, and like I said to Alex, I mean, look, even way you win or lose, we are still proud that you got this far in.
Oh yeah, no, it was like it's a funny thing actually. Before Tuesday happened, before the Tuesday stream, I should say, I stream at 8 o'clock on Tuesday evenings. This was about 10 minutes before 8, and I was looking at my Switch. I actually had my phone out and I wrote on my Twitter saying, "Really sorry, stream's not happening tonight." And then I was sort of like, "No, I can't do that. Like, I can't beat myself over that." So I did the stream, and we ended up going to Master Rank, in which we're ranked 1527 in the world at the moment.
That is.
Yeah, and we got to Master Rank from rank 1 in about 23 matches, which is really fast, actually. Like, but yeah, there's some great streamers as well who was there as well. You know, they were just saying, basically reiterating what a lot of people have said already by saying, look, you got there to begin with. Not a lot of people can actually say that. You're just gonna have to like just keep grinding, which we will. But hopefully, because the meta is changing soon, it will be more favorable to us, hopefully. Because I don't like using legendaries that much. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, using legendaries is kind of boring. Like, I want to use Cyberquack again, my little Porygon too, but you know, yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I guess that was just sort of me just trying to explain to people like my situation and trying to encourage others to like not, you know, ball it up like I did. You know, keep talking, don't be embarrassed, hold your head up high. Admittedly, actually, as well, while I was waiting for opponents, I had a couple of Kit Kats. So if you're waiting, have a Kit Kat.
Yeah.
There you go, life lesson. So yeah, I guess we should move on from that now. Actually, I'm going to put a nice little segue here. Let's talk about one disappointment to another. Let's talk about Mario 35th anniversary.
Oh god, yes. Let's talk about that because we only got 5 more days to.
What a letdown!
It really weird how they because again I've been watching news and sort of like people views on it, and the reason why they're doing it kind of like I can't say my idea why they're doing it. It's upsetting that they're doing it.
Yeah, have you seen people already putting up the Super Mario All Star pack on eBay and they want £150 for it?
No.
Like, are you serious? You know.
Thing I soon I heard that it was unlimited time only, and like I'm getting it because I know that.
Oh yeah, no, I did. Yeah,
I know.
I think I actually ordered mine the same night as you.
Yeah, I think we did it on the same day.
Yeah,
because once that go, you're never going to play them games again unless they somehow release them games in virtual consoles.
It's just I have no idea what Nintendo were thinking.
I watched a really interesting video, and basically they're saying that the reason why they're doing it, because basically it comes up to the year sort of like of sales, and basically
the financier, yeah,
finance there, and basically they gotta
recoup.
We do, and basically go through all the financial stuff, what went really well, what they can sell, and they're saying that technically they all started like a massive sell jump because basically when they were looking at the finance a year ago, they're saying, okay, it was a bit down, but people were still buying Switches, still buying games that were quite low. However, their strategy for if we get the limited time game out and only for a certain amount of month, sale will shoot up, and yes, sale have shot up quite a bit.
I think part of that though is because it's Mario.
Yeah.
Nintendo 64 is one of the most beloved Mario games ever.
Exactly. Right.
And actually one of the most beloved video games ever. Despite the fact it plays like garbage sometimes.
Oh god, the amount of time I wait.
The camera. Oh my god. Mario can't actually turn like in a full 360. He has to literally do a massive circle. Whenever you use the actual flying cap, I hate using that cap. Yeah. I think if anything, I prefer the DS version.
Yeah, that way easier to control.
It was easier to control, but it was like more characters, more stuff, and like way more secrets.
Yeah.
Like the whole what was it? I think it's it's like you have to use a certain power to go through the mirror, and on the other side of the mirror is actually a hidden star, which literally I was just sort of like, excuse me. That's crazy.
That is crazy talk.
But yeah, no, a lot of people as well did not like the port of Super Mario All-Stars. I have to admit, I'm one of them. Like, I thought Mario 64 and especially Mario Sunshine played like garbage. I really hated Sunshine.
See, I'm the opposite. I prefer playing Sunshine than 64.
Oh man, like I haven't even touched Galaxy because I'm worried it's gonna be bad.
I haven't touched either, but be honest, I don't think it's gonna be as bad.
No. I mean, I still think my go-to Mario at the moment is Odyssey. I think Mario Odyssey is easily the best Mario game. I need you to play it, basically.
Yeah, I know. I need to play it as well.
I think if you played it, you would agree with me.
Yes.
I really think that you'll agree with me.
Yeah, they're on one of my many lists of games to get.
I mean, what makes Mario Odyssey really good is not it's literally because every action you do with Mario, you feel as though you don't have any pressure about making sure it's pinpoint. Like it's really creative as well with its because of course, every game has a different version of the star, right?
Yeah.
So Mario 64 was stars, Sunshine was sunshines. Galaxy was Galaxy Stars, wasn't it?
No.
Or did they bring like just stars?
No, I think it was Star. Because basically, Mario Sunshine was Sunstar, Sprite.
Yes.
And then I think Galaxy, they went back to this. And not the star.
Oh, I thought they called them as Galaxy Stars.
I think it probably is Galaxy Stars.
And then Odyssey is moons. So you're collecting moons in Mario Odyssey. And it's quite funny because when you collect these moons, you're powering up your ship to go to the next world. And so all these moons will go into the ship, and suddenly the number would it won't even like increase. It would literally just look as though it's farted or something. It'll just go and the number would change, and you're just sort of like, oh, I've got that now.
No, okay.
Also, that sound was horrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I love Mario Odyssey. I really do. I recommend anyone play it. But yeah, the Mario 35th anniversary was a thing. Like I don't feel as though they actually bothered. Like, because I was expecting like a Mario Odyssey 2 or a new Mario.
A lot of people thought we were getting a new Mario.
Or even Mario Kart. Like, how long have we had Mario Kart 8 now?
How far could it basically
feels like 10 years, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, about that.
In which in all those years, I know we had the Hyrule Temple map, and the Animal Crossing one.
Yeah.
But honestly, like, yeah, I feel as though, they have not done much to keep that game going. They're just running on nostalgia.
But to be honest, I don't think that anything much that you can do with Mario Kart 8
I mean,
because
to be fair, you could just add new characters and add new maps and just make it as DLC. That's what they did with Zelda. That's what they did with Animal Crossing.
yeah,
They were DLC packs. More vehicle parts, things like that. But here we've literally just got the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Edition. Literally gives you all of the stuff on the Wii U, and that's it. Like,
yeah, there wasn't any add-on or any.
I mean, it's quite funny us saying that, considering we did a video for Nintendo bragging about it.
Yeah.
So we're hypocrites.
I know we are. We really are hypocrites.
Like, for anyone who doesn't know, on the Nintendo Switch launch event, Martin and I. Well, Martin was invited, and he invited me along, which in and itself caused controversy.
Yeah.
But yeah, we went along to the Nintendo launch event at the Hammersmith Apollo, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, Hammersmith Apollo. The only issue we will have that we lost an hour because basically somehow there was there were issues going on with the game or something.
Oh yes, I think it was Zelda, wasn't it? They couldn't load all the Zelda consoles up.
So we lost an hour, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, we weren't fussed. It was a fun day.
Yeah.
Like lots of cool things. We tried out as many games as possible. We accidentally, I think it was Disalga 5, we accidentally activated the super boss.
Yeah, I don't know how we did that.
Yeah, I don't get it. And
even
literally, the lady who was like in charge of looking after it just watched us, like, really screw things up, and we're just sort of like, I don't think we should be doing this.
So even we told her, I don't think we meant to do this.
And she's just like, no, you're not. And it was just like, why did you say that like 15 minutes ago?
It's like when we were playing Clipper. Is it Clipper Clip?
Oh, Clippers. Yes, Clipper Snips.
Made the person laugh because me and him were like basically arguing over like two.
She was trying so hard to make us actually do these levels, but me and Martin kept trying to take each other out. She was like, what you have to do is you have to take the ball from the left-hand side and put it in the basket.
That's what we
simple,
do,
right? Literally, me and Martin were just like, screw you, man.
Like, oh my. We started cutting yourself out, like, bro, stop cutting me up.
Yeah, literally just like, bro, why are you cutting me? And like, we finished the level, and she literally thanked us for like making her day, but she also said, please don't come back.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, okay, we'll grant you your wish. We'll leave you alone.
The fact that the many stuff we done was probably didn't got in trouble. Like,
oh, they hate it. I mean, we did
even arms. We were like,
arms. We were terrible. Good game though.
Good game.
Good game. We're just really bad at it. What was the one with the 1-2 draw thing?
Oh, 1-2 switch.
Yeah. We played 1-2 switch, in which both of us were doing an old shootout in the West, in which I didn't realize how long my arms are, and I accidentally punched Martin. Like, I think I just punched you on your wrist as I was like putting my arm up. So by doing that, I shot Martin perfectly. He missed me because I hit his arm, which I thought was really funny. But half the time, Martin was actually just shooting at the floor. Like, it was quite funny. And then Mario Kart.
The Mario Kart. We then did that with
and then we did a promotional video for Nintendo. They were like, we would really like you to like talk to the camera about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And it was only when because I thought it was just a generic interview where I played host. Martin was the person who was with me. And I literally just started talking as if we were like on television. So I was very much just sort of like, good afternoon all, my name is Alex, and alongside with me is Martin, who's dressed up as literally Legend of Zelda, because he had your Zelda hoodie. And I started talking, and then I started to realize as soon as I said certain things, they were really happy. When I said, oh, think about it, like this game has all the Mario Kart stuff that you wanted all into a nice package ready for you to play. The guy is literally smiling. He's nodding really slowly, and he's like, oh yeah, that's what I wanted to hear. Like, he sounded as though he was like, this beat, man.
And the funny thing is, like, I think a few weeks later, I happened to go on YouTube, and basically a notification came out going, oh yeah, here's a video of like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and I sat there and I went, no way. So I messaged Alex, I went, dude, we got on YouTube.
Yeah. We are on a Nintendo video advertising Mario Kart 8 when we had no idea. The whole idea was just to advertise Mario Kart 8. Yeah, I thought it was literally just an interview to see if like they would want presenters in the future. I'm kind of gutted it wasn't that, because I would love to like be presenting for Nintendo.
You would be good.
I would love to do that. Just be like, oh, by the way, here's Miyamoto, here's Masuda, and literally just scream in Masuda's face and be like, make a decent Pokemon game.
Okay. so yeah, Nintendo, you're listening to the broadcast. Sign him up.
I'm friendly, I swear.
Hashtag let Alex join Nintendo.
Hashtag Alex Switch. But no, that was really fun. And then we played Breath of the Wild. I think we were literally one of the last people to play Breath of the Wild because it was that popular.
We was
on the day, and I felt so sorry for the staff because literally people were joining the queue, being told it's an hour wait, and because gamers can't calm down for 2 seconds, like they were getting abuse, and it was just sort of like, you should not be representing the gamers if you're going to go around to other people screaming your head off. It was disgraceful. And bless her, she was obviously like tired. She was obviously sort of,
fed up.
Like, she was fed up, and we just came along. We were just like, she was like, I'm really sorry, guys. It's a 40-minute wait. And I was like, we literally were just like, all right, we'll come back 40 minutes then. And she literally thought, she was like, oh my God, I thought you were going to like hurl abuse at us. It's like, why?
Right. And then we went in the queue, and then basically she turned around and went to us, so to let you know, you might not be able to play it. And we turned around and went, well, look, at the end of the day, if we play it. But
exactly,
if we don't, we still wait to get to the launch.
Just because we got invited to Nintendo event doesn't mean we're entitled to play every game there.
Yeah. And we said that to her, and she's like, oh my God, that's probably the nicest thing someone at me turned around and said.
She hugged us. Yeah. She hugged us. Like, she legitimately hugged us. She was so happy to hear that. She was like, you guys are the nicest people all day. I wish we had more of you. And we got to play it. And we started talking about the timeline, with the lady who was with us, who, kept instructing. She literally said to Martin, like, don't fall in the water. 2 seconds later, Martin's just like, oh, I'm sorry, what did you say? While falling in the water. Like, that made me laugh so much. I was literally just like, she literally just told you not to fall in the water.
And I'll fall in the water. Like, fall back,
I think what was really nice as well was, like, there was only one chair, and she was very much just sort of like, oh, I'm really sorry, like, there's only one chair. So me and her just sat on the floor while Martin was playing Legend of Zelda. Like, it felt like a proper, like, little living room aspect sort of thing. Like, it felt super chilled, and it was really nice.
I was happy that I was able to play 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah, no, we already decided, like, because only one of us could play it, I said to Martin, you're playing it. Like, Martin is the biggest Zelda fan I've ever met. I'm not going to take this away from him,
I mean, he did.
I've had people who have went to TV recordings of TV programs where they were the guest, and yet they've said to the person who bought the tickets to say, look, there's only one seat, I need to go in. It's like, no, that's dickish. Don't do that. So yeah, I wasn't going to take that away from Martin. Martin, deserves it. But yeah, it was good fun. It was great that day. We got little Switch pins actually as well, didn't we?
Yes, we got my one,
which you can't buy on the Nintendo store.
No.
So what we got is actually quite rare. But I'm not selling it.
No, I won't be selling it mine either. Despite how much I will come to.
Oh gosh, yeah. I'm actually curious actually how much it might sell for. And now the curiosity is taking over.
Curiosity haven't. I also have on my iPad, so let's open up eBay and have a looky.
Okay, well, Martin's doing that. I will start on the next topic, which will, I think because of time constraints, we'll make these very quick.
Yeah.
Obviously, Smash, we spoke about Smash earlier. Smash made some announcements. Steve from Minecraft is in Smash now. That was a swerve and a half.
He had it quite hard to control, be honest.
Yeah, I remember. Is it Sakurai?
Yeah, Sakurai.
Yeah, Sakurai-san. He was mentioning how they basically had to recode half the game to get Steve working. Which I was very much just like, well done, you. Like, well done, you. You know, I would have absolutely just been like, sod it. No. So yeah, Steve from Minecraft's in there now. Is it Pyra?
Pyra in it, yeah. With the
Pyra from Xenoblade. That was a swerve. Because I thought it was Xenoblade Chronicles 2 DLC that they were advertising. I've not played Xenoblade Chronicles 1 or 2. I don't really have any interest in playing it. All I saw was when they announced this was the little live chat sidebar on YouTube literally blowing up with more boobs, more swords, more boobs, more swords. And I was like, nah. They're not wrong.
Not one indeed.
I heard she's quite overpowered.
She quite OP at the moment, but I got a feeling they may tweak her.
They're going to nerf her. Yeah, can't be having that.
Yeah. Then for what? It also kind of like up there as well.
Yeah. I think obviously with every new character that gets added, they become a little bit OP for a bit. But yeah, I think players have noticed Pyra a bit more, and they're sort of saying, please fix this. And also, I think a lot of people are just basically saying, like, look, next fighter, please don't make it a sword user. Like, please bring something different to the table. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. It really will. Are we going to see Goku? is now the time?
Goku had to come on.
Can you imagine? Like, maybe like in 10 years' time, you know, Goku will finally make it into. Oh my god! Wouldn't it be even more funny if, like, they see the Dragon Ball esque, you know, people turning into Super Saiyans, but it's not Goku, it's Vegeta.
Oh my god! Yes.
The rage, the absolute rage, would be impeccable, and I love it.
I would be worried.
I would piss my pants laughing. I really would. Yeah, because Oh, sorry, Sephiroth is in Smash now as well, isn't he?
Yeah. Otherwise, they're a bit OP.
Yeah. You know, Sephiroth stabbing Mario was a sight I never thought I'd see, but you know,
a lot of people were like so shocked. Even I was all like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, I was like, "Oh my god, he just stabbed Mario!" Yeah. And then it's like Nintendo's like, "No, he didn't. He just got him by his, overalls."
Dan Green, yeah.
Yeah, which is like, hop out. Shall I give you despair? Mario's like, did you say pear?
Right, I'd like to interrupt quickly because I have.
Go for it.
Right, so the Nintendo Switch Wear promo pin with the box, new and it been sealed. And by the way, did the most expensive one I found.
Right.
The guy asking for £59.99 with £11.40 standard delivery from outside the UK.
I feel disappointed by that.
So in a way,
I was expecting bigger.
I thought a little bit bigger, but no, that happened about the higher, the lower at £30.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. Like between 30 and 60 quid.
Yeah.
Right. That's a weekly shop for me. I could buy my food for a week. Oh yeah, that's a little bit disappointing. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Give it a few more years, it might actually cost more.
True. Okay, so Smash announcements we've covered, and I think the last thing we should cover before we play a little game to finish this episode off, let's talk about Zelda 25 anniversary. And I think the reason why I chose this last was because, you know, Zelda is one of those franchises where there's a lot of expectation. And I think sometimes with Zelda, like people sort of expect a bit too much.
A lot of people got on the hype train too much, I think.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you remember the promos for Breath of the Wild with Zelda like fighting off one of the ancient Machina things.
Yeah.
And everyone was debating. They were like, "Oh my god, Link's a girl. Like Link's a girl." It's just like Link's not a girl. It's like I'm not judging it. I would be up for like a female Link in the future, but like in that trailer right there, when they were showing it off, it's obvious it's not a girl.
No.
I would love a female Link though. I think that'd be awesome.
That would be cool. They did it with Hyrule Warriors. Like,
yes, they sort of teased it, didn't they? They were sort of testing the waters.
Yeah, because it
was well received. Like,
yeah.
And
to be honest, he was bad out with 2 crossbows.
Yeah. And what was it with the was she in Hyrule Warriors 2? She's not, is she?
No, so basically you got the so you had the Wii version, Wii U version, and then they on the DS 3DS version, and then when they port Hyrule Warriors on the Switch, then they added the DLC
that was it.
Yes, onto it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would like to see what Legend of Zelda goes in future, because of course the announcement they gave us during the Direct was they did say the Breath of the Wild 2 footage is not finished. But they were upfront and honest and said that they were hoping to get it finished by E3.
And
by,
to be honest, I was quite happy with that.
Exactly. Like, them coming... What's more comforting to gamers and to fans of your franchise is you coming out and explaining where you're at with it. Rather than, we're just going to leave it in the dark. People...
And being
so, for example, like, we still have had no information about Elden Ring, and that's been nearly 3 years. And we have Metroid Prime 4, where are you?
Yeah.
Like, from my understanding, Metroid Prime 4 is in development hell. So, God knows where that is. But yeah, it was refreshing for them to come out and say, like, look, we haven't finished the footage that we hope to do. He didn't, pinpoint it about COVID. He didn't, cover it up. He was literally just like, we haven't got it. We're hoping to get it done soon. We will give you something by the end of the year.
He pretty much saying that it's not up to not only our standard, but also your standards.
Exactly.
And we don't want to release a game with it basically half done.
But I mean, by him... Yeah, but by him coming out and saying that, pretty much confirmed that Breath of the Wild 2 is not coming out this year.
No,
which is fine. We weren't expecting it.
I'd rather wait 1 more year.
I was not expecting it to come out this year. I think, honestly, I was expecting them to focus more on Mario, which obviously they're not. And yeah, they've got Pokemon to advertise this year, so it's not like Nintendo are in trouble.
Well, I'd like to point out that there's so many anniversaries happening this year all in once.
Yeah, exactly. So it's sort of let Zelda be. Let Zelda get on with it.
Well, the fact thing, a lot of people were kind of more confused and slightly upset that Nintendo haven't said anything on the 23rd of Feb, where the basically is the actual birthday of Zelda. But then again, I watched a video and basically saying the only reason why Nintendo haven't done it because officially they normally do the anniversary in July.
Yeah.
So in a way, we are getting a Zelda anniversary. It's that they're doing it through the financial and marketing kind of like.
Exactly. I mean, yeah. I mean, honestly, Zelda could just do its own thing and it would still be fine.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's not like we didn't get anything anyway, because they did announce Skyward Sword is getting a remaster, and is coming out on Switch in, I want to say they've said July.
No, July the
12th.
It was 16. Either July the 12th or July the 16th.
It was like the second or third week of July. Yeah. But yeah, we are getting Skyward Sword remaster, which, a lot of people were like, that's really cool. I'm fine with that. Me personally, I've not played Skyward Sword, so I would love to play it.
That one Zelda game I haven't played yet. So to me,
I mean, to be fair, we knew someone who literally, when we went round to hit their house, they kept trying to spoil Skyward Sword to no end. And I remember he kept showing you the boss battles, And as he was showing you these boss battles, I fell asleep on his couch. You know.
Yeah.
And
the one thing
yeah, it was weird.
I didn't enjoy it because basically I wasn't playing it.
Oh yeah, no, we weren't allowed to play it. We had to watch.
Yeah.
Which is again just sort of like why we here.
But yeah,
yeah.
because annoyingly I wanted to play Skyward Sword, but at the time I didn't have enough money to buy it. At the same time, I didn't have enough to buy the updated version of the Wii remote that allow you to play the game.
Yeah, yeah.
So like, okay, I leave it, and then literally every single time I've gone to CX or a secondhand store, the game will be like stupid expensive.
Oh yeah, no, they're still really pricey. It's the same with Pokemon, isn't it? Like they're still really pricey.
No, I don't want to spend that much.
Yeah, and it's like because admittedly, I thought we were going to get a double pack. Like I thought we were getting Skyward Sword and Twilight Princess.
No, the thing a lot of people wanted to have, they were like the two different types. They're saying they want to have Wind Waker, Twilight Princess,
of course,
Skyward Sword on one pack, and then they're saying they might bring Ocarina of Time, Majora Mask, and somehow Wind Waker in it as well. So like,
I'm sorry, I'm throwing it out here. I think Majora's Mask is the best one. I'm going to sound really controversial saying that, but Majora's Mask is my favorite.
See, to me, out of all of them, it's still Wind Waker is my favorite.
I just think Majora's Mask is so different, and just like the themes are ridiculously mature for the audience it was aiming for. Part of me honestly thinks how that game got away with things.
And yet,
how Nintendo just let it go.
Yeah, and the thing is, they only made that game in a year.
Yeah, it was a year. And they made that game. It was crazy. It's like the scene where, like, at the end of the third day, when I think you're literally minutes away from the end of the world, and you go to is it Moo Moo Farm?
Yeah, Moo Moo Farm.
Yeah. And she's drunk. Yeah. Like the little girl is drunk, but she's like, "Oh, my big sister gave me some of this special milk to make me sleep better," and she's like, "Yeah, I drugged her because I don't want to feel it when it happens." Literally, as I saw that, I put the controller down and I was like, "Oh my god!" It's just sort of it hits you so hard, that game sometimes, and like Zelda games really do bring out this feeling.
And the thing is, I found out recently as well, because basically, that swordman in the towns in the alley bit, you go into one of the building and
yeah.
The sword guy. So basically, on the third day, when you go back to the dojo, there's a sign there going, "Oh, gone away on a special request, won't be able to come back." So like, okay, so he obviously not getting away from the sort of like the end of the world. Turn out behind the pole there, that scroll hanging on the wall. If you hit that, there's a secret entrance, and you go into a room, and you see him crowded in a corner, begging, kind of like, "I do not want to die."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh wow!"
Like, yeah. I think I remember you showed me this, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
It literally a soccer. The fact that like literally on the third day, you can see a lot of people in despair and literally like
just wanted to end.
Wanted to end.
Yeah, and then you see, like, I think what kind of makes me think this game is next level is when you go to the tree. Before you fight Majora for the last time, and you see the reason why this kid has the mask, and it's like, oh my god, like he was lonely, he was all alone, and he picked up this mask thinking it was going to be his friend.
Yeah, exactly, and they're like, Jesus Christ.
Like, oh my god, like Majora's Mask, absolutely love the game. Some of the boss battles in there is crazy as well. Like the guy, like I think it's literally the first boss where he literally just dances and summons a bunch of spiders.
Yeah.
And he's just like, oh my god, he's doing all this dancing. I'm like, oh my god, I'm in a fight. Just like, don't die. But yeah, Zelda franchise, by God, deserves to be one of the best. But yeah, no, Twilight Princess is another game which is just crazy, isn't it? Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
I would like to play that again. And
Some of the oh my god, is it Zool?
yeah, Zul. We're basically the guy in the nutcase.
He's a nutcase.
He really
He
is
is
a nutcase.
literally the definition of a nutcase. Like, if you're going to call anyone a nutcase, check Zool for reference first.
Yeah.
It's like literally literally should be like a tick list. You just got Zool on one side, and you just write your mate on the other side.
Yeah.
Just like, does he have violent tendencies? Tick.
Yes.
Does he try and just? Yeah, he does that. He does that a lot. It's just, it's so weird. It's so weird.
Like despite that, the character is amazing in a way. The way how he dressed and the way how he acts is like that is like a main villain for you.
I think we will see Twilight Princess like at some point. I'm even thinking they might just save that for like their E3 announcement, if you will, or something along the summer.
Well, that thing I'm hoping for now, because since they didn't say anything in February, I got a feeling July or so before July, I think we're gonna get a massive announcement for Zelda.
Oh, don't forget the actual Zelda Switch controllers.
Yes, as well.
They look so good.
It looks so awesome. And the thing is, I don't think it's one game and one theme. I got a feeling they're gonna bring quite a bit out.
Yeah, I'm hoping for crossovers as well. Like, I know they'll probably do something with Animal Crossing, but like, I feel as though Zelda will do more of an effort than Mario did.
The thing is, I think to me, yeah, again, Mario is still the mascot, but I think a lot of people enjoying Zelda more. And kind of like, well, if you turn around and like say, "Oh, what your favorite game from Nintendo?" I think a lot of people will turn around with Zelda.
Yeah.
I think he started to get a bigger mascot than. I'm not saying in a bad way.
Would you buy an amiibo where it's Kirby, but he's swallowed Link's power, so he's dressed up like Link?
I would actually.
I would love that. I think that would be adorable. But then again, Kirby's adorable. So how can anyone hate Kirby?
Because
come on.
Because they're not square enough, or not rounded enough.
I was going to say that, like, it's round, isn't it?
Yeah. So they're not round enough.
Okay, so that's all the talk we have. So before we actually finish this episode, we are going to play a quick game. As of this recording on the 25th of March, the video game BAFTAs happened earlier tonight, in which neither of us paid attention to because, part of me doesn't really care about the BAFTAs, but I think what I've learned this past year, especially with the Game Awards and how favoritism has its way with certain video game journalists, the BAFTAs is actually ridiculously quite mellow in that regard. They have its own independent panel. It doesn't recruit people from outside, if you will. So like IGN and stuff don't really have a say.
Yeah.
They have an independent so there is more room for optimism, if you will, if you are one of those people who are impartial. So say, for example, like The Last of Us 2 cleaned house at the Game Awards, in which half of its awards could be questionable.
Yeah,
like a lot of people still think it didn't deserve Game of the Year. They all thought it was Ghost of Tsushima, which I understand.
I thought Ghost of Tsushima would be the Game of the Year because
and what's actually interesting, I realized when editing that episode, was the actual Players' Choices Award happened like a couple of weeks before the Game Awards. So I thought to myself, I'll go check that out, because literally every award is decided by the public. It's not like 50-50 or all panel.
Yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima won Game of the Year. It was the Player's Choice Game of the Year. Last of Us 2 finished like third. Like, it was nowhere near number one. And, people on Twitter going nuts about it, being, obviously people are like not giving it to Last of Us 2 because they hate Last of Us 2 because it's so successful. Things like that.
No, it people choice at the end.
Exactly. It's the people's choice. That's the whole point. So it's interesting to me how these award ceremonies are sort of trying to like prop itself up to be legitimate. And I still struggle with the Game Awards, if I'm honest. I think it was a couple of years ago when Sekiro won it. Did I think no, Sekiro deserves it, but literally just sort of like the last, like this year in particular, I kind of looked at the Game Awards and thought this is heavily favorable and very sort of skeptical, especially with the amount of adverts that they were doing for it for like stuff no one cares for. This has been sponsored by Gillette. It's just like, what?
Yeah, exactly. Like, what they got to do with gaming?
I mean, if you want more context, I would heavily recommend listening to the previous episode because we had a ball with that. We had a ball with the Game Awards. Yeah, but we'll go. So what we're doing here is we're going to actually. I've already seen the award winners. We've got some categories, and Martin, who has not seen this, is going to guess who won it, who won the award. Because I generally think Martin is actually going to be quite surprised, as I was when I saw these winners. And we'll just see how we do. So I'll do one. I'll save Game of the Year for last. Because, I think that's only fair. The game of the Year is your biggest one, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yes, it is.
So I'll say to you, who do you think won performer in a leading role award? So your options are Ashley Johnson as Ellie in The Last of Us Part 2. I don't even know how you pronounce that name. Jeremy Lee, I think you pronounce that, as female V in Cyberpunk 2077. Which, by the way, that game got a massive patch recently and apparently still hasn't fixed many things.
No, it's still broken.
Good stuff. Cody Christensen as Cloud Strife in Final Fantasy VII Remake. Daisuke Tsuji as Jin Sakai in Ghost of Tsushima. I'm really sorry if I butchered that name. Laura Bailey as Abby in The Last of Us 2, or Najir Jeter as Miles Morales in Marvel Spider-Man. Miles Morales.
Oh, that is and that'd probably be the best.
Best leading performer. Best performance in a leading role. Sorry.
Ooh. See, part of my brain saying it gotta be something like along with like Last of Us 2, but kind of like no, I don't want that to kind of like fully happen. I got a thing in Miles Morales of Spider-Man.
You're wrong. It's Laura Bailey as Abby in The Last of Us Part 2, which a lot of people have said is the worst part of Last of Us Part 2.
God damn it.
So that went well.
Fine is like all they gonna be like Last of Us 2.
We'll see. I'm not spoiling anything. I'm not telling you. Okay, this one I think will surprise you. Best narrative: Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Cyberpunk 2077, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Last of Us Part 2, and Marvel Spider-Man.
I want to say Hades because apparently that done really well.
It was Hades. Hades won Best Narrative. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, Hades won it. Last of Us Part 2 wasn't even like nominated.
Oh, okay.
It was Kentucky Route Zero that was nominated. Sorry, I don't know why I said Last of Us Part 2.
Because basically, Last of Us 2 won to win.
That's quite funny. Like for a game that was heavily focused on narrative, it wasn't even nominated. That makes me chuckle. Okay, next one. Best game design: Animal Crossing: New Horizons, Astro's Playroom. Which actually, I think I need to give Martin a bit of context about that one. Astro Playroom was the free game that you got when you bought a PS5.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the little buddy.
Yeah. Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Half-Life Alyx, or Last of Us Part 2.
Ooh, that's a hard one.
was that?
Me tapping on the table.
Oh, right. I thought you were literally just punching stuff.
I'm going to in a sec if I get
It's
it.
like, calm down, Marty.
To be honest, I got a feeling. I want to say Godzilla because the gravity and the detail on that is phenomenal.
You are wrong. Would you like a second guess? I mean, you're not going to get the point, but
Yeah. The second sword was going to be that PlayStation 5 because of the how much they done on that.
no, you're wrong. It's Hades.
Okay, well, Hades again.
Yeah, Hades won it. Last of Us Part 2 did not. Which again, people on Twitter loved that.
At least Hades.
By which I mean half the people threatened violence.
Yeah.
Okay, so last one, which is the big one, Game of the Year. So you have Animal Crossing: New Horizons, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Half-Life Alyx, Last of Us Part 2, or Marvel Spider-Man.
I don't think Hades.
Can I just point out, Animal Crossing getting on that list? I mean, I'm a little surprised, but at the same time, I'm not. Because I mean, Animal Crossing was probably the only consistent game that Nintendo have released in a bit.
Not so that it's the one the game that keep people.
I mean, Sword and Shield was never going to go near a BAFTA. I'm sorry.
Oh, no,
people saying like Pokemon doesn't get represented enough. It's like because they don't try enough.
No. I think
anyway.
Animal Crossing helped a lot of people get through last year.
Well, yeah, Animal Crossing is Animal Crossing.
Like, it literally as escape.
It speaks for itself.
But honestly, I'm assuming Hades that got the Game of the Year.
Okay, you're assuming, but what are you thinking?
I gotta think it'll be bloody Last of Us 2, isn't it?
No, it was Hades.
Oh, Hades, thank God.
Which, yeah, Hades won Best Game of the Year. A lot of people I know who have played both Last of Us Part 2 and Hades have said, like, in the past, no, Hades should have been Game of the Year, especially with the Game Awards. They were very vocal about Hades not winning that. And yet, yeah, like, Last of Us Part 2 did. It's one of those things, isn't it? You're not going to please everyone.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's amazing that you got the AAA sort of like game that has so many like employees in that. Well, at the moment, probably not many, but like having a lot of employees and like time and effort, and yet you got the indie game, who basically sort of like.
Well, yeah, you got an indie game which, yeah, has got not as many people as Naughty Dog
but
versus Naughty Dog, who is now trying to get a lawsuit off them for, overworking their workers.
Yeah.
During crunch time when it was really not necessary.
it going back to that thing, quality over quantity.
Exactly.
And that one, you kind of like the indie game because they rather make a good game. It's sort of like, oh, we need to release it as quick as we can.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, Hades Game of the Year at the BAFTAs tonight. I think it's well deserved.
I know it's because I've seen advert, I've seen a lot of promo and.
I am a big fan of Supergiant games. Transistor and Bastion, phenomenal games. I have no quarrel. I have no quarrel here.
See that? Yes. Think out of the two games you play, both me and you haven't played Hades yet, haven't we?
I have tried a bit of it, but yeah, I haven't played it fully. But out of Transistor and Bastion, I think as much as I like Bastion's sort of. No. Actually, scrap what I'm going to say. It's Bastion, but it's only by a bit. I love Transistor's theme.
I like the theme and story, and
also I love the fact that the sword talks to you.
Yeah, in fact, the soundtrack on it is amazing. I actually like the soundtrack.
But I mean, I guess I like Bastion more because of the narrator, like the old Western cowboy.
Yeah.
He's just like, kid here was about to go down a barrel of things, and he ran out of fish. That sort of thing. Like, he could literally narrate anything, and it'd be cool. It'd be like, Alex is doing the washing up because it's his turn, but he wishes he was buried in the sulfur instead. Followed by me being like, why are you narrating me?
Stop.
Please stop narrating me.
But yeah.
Yeah, but I guess that's it. That's all we got for tonight that we had time for.
Yeah, unless we would like to carry on talking, we put a cap on how much we should.
Exactly, like tab on like how much we should talk and how much you should pay attention.
Yeah.
And bearing in mind it's now like 11 our time as we're recording this, so it is time for us to go. We do hope you've enjoyed listening to this episode. God knows when the next episode will be. We will try and bring it next month.
Yeah, we'll try. I bet.
No promises. No promises.
If not, look out in May.
Exactly. So, what we'll do is we'll do a sign off. You could follow us on YouTube at the Video Game Club. You can also find us on Twitter at the Video Game Club. Martin does a good job of making sure we keep having content there.
Yeah,
it's mainly retweets, but we're still there.
Yeah, I need to move my butt in gear.
You can find me on Twitch at IronMac404. I stream on behalf of the Video Game Club. You can also we will post where Martin puts his Twitch on Video Game Club's Twitter as well, so you can follow him there. You can find our podcast on Spotify whenever it's going to get updated.
Get episode 4 up.
Episode 4 has been uploaded yet, but we'll put episode 4 and episode 5. And I guess that's it, really. I think the only thing I could advertise is just, next month I'll be streaming more Pokemon Snap. I'm going to try and do a playthrough of Final Fantasy X because I realised this year is the 20th anniversary of Final Fantasy X, which I refuse to accept.
And again, so many anniversary in this year.
Like, my idea of a 20-year-old Final Fantasy is Final Fantasy II, not Final Fantasy X.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I feel so old. I really do feel so old. But yeah, we'll try and see what we do. Insert Tidus laugh here. But anyway, I have been your host, Alex. Thank you for listening. And with me, of course, tonight was Martin Bannister.
What? What do you mean? I'm still here.
Oh, this is a goodbye, Martin. You're supposed to say goodbye.
Oh, no, goodbye.
Is that it?
Yeah, that it?
Have you got any last thoughts?
No, so keep gaming and stay safe.
I couldn't agree more. Stay safe, keep gaming, look after each other, and see you around. Have a good night. Bye.
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 Bye. Yeah.
Goodbye. Get out.
Get out.